Aestian Nobility, Women and Their Hair Ornaments. A breathtaking beauty emerged from the depths of 2 millennia in the grave of an Aestian woman. The head of a young woman was adorned with a woolen cap, entirely covered with patterned bronze plaques and decorated with hanging spiral pendants. The hair ornaments and head coverings of women in Greek and Roman antiquity are diverse and highly ornate. Yet this cap stands as a true source of pride for Aestian craftsmen of the first half of the 3rd century and as an embodiment of a sun-worshipping woman. The origins of such caps lie in the legacy of the West Baltic barrow culture of the Latin period, in the adornment of a 5th century woman from Kurmaičiai, and in the grave goods of a woman from Ėgliškiai, dating to the 2nd or 1st century. Fragments of caps from the Roman imperial period have been found in the Sargėnai cemetery in a burial of the 2nd century. A close parallel to the plaques cap is known from the 22nd female grave at Kurmaičiai, dating to the 2nd or the 1st half of the 3rd century. However, the closest counterpart to the plaques find, and the last cap of late antiquity within the Aestian world of Lithuania, was discovered in the 10th female grave of the Šernai cemetery. Its discoverer, Adalbert Besenberger, dated it to the 4th century. As with our cap, its edges were adorned with hanging spiral pendants, and from bronze plaques the craftsman created a linear ornament dividing the spatial structure of the cap. Greek creative thought of the Latin period developed 2 textile techniques for the adornment and protection of women's hair: the so-called hair net, kekryphaloi, and the head pouch or woven cap, sakkos. Yet these were not deemed sufficient, and hair was further adorned with highly complex works of art made of bronze, silver, gold, and precious stones. On a female funerary stele from the island of Thasos, dated to around 450, a kekryphaloi is depicted. Striking, however, is the resemblance between the spiral pendants accompanying the net and those found in contemporary Aestian women's hair ornaments from Kurmaičiai. An impressive kekryphaloi-style hair ornament is displayed in the National Archaeological Museum of Athens. The net is woven from gold threads, and in place of a cap, a circular golden composition was created to support the threads, featuring a bas-relief of Aphrodite. The Roman world inherited Greek traditions. A fine example of a hair net survives in a bronze hair ornament of a woman from the reign of Emperor Trajan. The find from Chiavenna, near Lake Como, is now exhibited at the Princeton University Art Museum. The defining feature of this woman's appearance was the hair net enveloping an intricately braided hairstyle. It is thought that the net may have been woven from gold or other metal threads. An exceptional piece of ancient textile is displayed in the British Museum. A 5th century AD hairnet from Antinopolis in Egypt was made using the so-called sprang technique, in which threads are not woven but interconnected through cross-twisting. The Antinopolis hairnet is made of woolen threads in 3 colors: red, yellow, and dark green. The threads are arranged in groups of 4 strands of each color, forming a striped pattern. The diversity of women's hair adornment in Roman Britain is attested by finds from Cavenham Heath, dated to the 2nd century AD. Here, a head ornament worn on a leather cap was discovered, consisting of 5 bronze discs and chains. A slightly larger central disc was worn at the crown of the head, while the remaining 4 discs were positioned on the forehead, the back of the head, and 1 at each temple. A glance across the world reveals an extraordinary diversity of women's hair ornaments. We possess neither kekryphaloi nor sakkos nor ornaments made using the sprang technique, yet we have an exceptional variety of bronze hair inserts and unique caps entirely covered with bronze, which are not merely monuments of art. They allow us to perceive the noble women of the Aestian world in the first half of the 3rd century and stand as expressions of respect toward women. At the same time, within the global diversity of hair ornaments, we are captivated by a discernible cultural commonality of humankind, emerging from the depths of the centuries.